Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So, very light week, even though we actually did have announcements this past Monday, but I already covered those in their own episode of Lightning Storm this past Monday when it actually happened, so I'm not really going to be diving too much into that. We will start with a little bit of information from Monday, but for the most part, with the big thing we had this week, and I will be taking a look at here later on in the episode, is the launch of the Zord Ascension Project website for the Lightning Collection. So, let's go ahead and get right on into it. So first up for this week, we have some updates from the stuff on Monday. So I realized I don't think I actually mentioned the release dates in that episode of Lightning Storm when I posted it on Monday, where half of Wave 12 that actually did go for pre-order was listed as a March 2023 release date, which, no, there's no way that that's going to actually be accurate. It's March 2023, and I said this in the live stream, but I don't think I said it in the actual episode recap on Monday. But basically, March is when we should start expecting, Wave 13 at the very earliest, but maybe even Wave 14. There's really no reason why Wave 12 won't be fully out by September or October, and then probably Wave 13 around the holidays, and then by March probably Wave 14 or at least 13, like I said. So don't expect that to be true in any capacity at all, because it just won't be. I don't know when Dino Thunder Yellow or Wild Force Blue is going to go for pre-order or order or however they're going to do it, but I have to assume it will actually be during Power Week. That's the best time to do it at this point. And while Wild Force Blue has officially been announced as of this past May, we're just waiting for an official announcement from Dino Thunder Yellow to actually complete the wave. But at least after this Monday, and thanks to leaked photos of Wild Force Blue and Dino Thunder Yellow, and even just that one official picture of Wild Force Blue, we do finally have our full look at Wave 12, which is taking us very, very long time. Ever since May, when we got our first picture of Wild Force Blue, we've been waiting to see the entire wave. We've known what the entire wave was going to be since September, but it's really nice to finally get to see all of it, even if we are still not fully revealing it all, being able to order it, all weird stuff. Don't know why they're making it so complicated, but they are. Also, I wanted to give a big shout out to my buddy Shadow the Peak on Twitter, because he made a really, really funny tweet, which I hope is not going to be accurate for the future, but he had pointed out that we're still waiting for an announcement on Dino Thunder Yellow, and how we had never gotten an announcement for In Space Silver, and how two of those match up to two of the three exclusive Ranger keys included in the Toys R Us exclusive Super Mega Force Legendary Morpher and Key set back in 2014. And so I thought it was really funny because basically he was saying, expect whenever we get a Quantum Ranger in the Lightning Collection for it to never be announced, because this lines up now so far 2 out of the 3, which, what a weird coincidence. There's no way that's planned. Hasbro doesn't even know what Super Mega Force is, I bet. But I honestly thought that was really funny, and I wanted to shout out that tweet because I guess maybe if we ever get a Quantum Ranger, we can expect it to never be announced. But I'm expecting Dino Thunder Yellow to actually be announced during Power Week. I don't see why she wouldn't be, since we just have a ton of leaked photos of her out there, and it's kind of ridiculous at this point, but hopefully we'll see. Switching gears over to Power Week though, what can we expect for it? So basically, I'm definitely going to talk about this in more detail in the next 2 episodes of Lightning Storm, especially the one that comes out on August 20th, due to the fact that that would be 2 days before Power Week actually kicks off on Monday the 22nd. So hopefully by that point we'll have maybe some store listings have leaked, or maybe we'll have a better idea of what to expect. But I'm hearing rumblings about what we could potentially see during Power Week. Not really anything super concrete to the point I'm willing to share it yet, unfortunately, and I might not even be able to share it. But basically, I'm hoping that Power Week is actually going to be quite exciting. They did promise plenty of reveals for not only the toys, but also just from the brand. So I am expecting probably some Season 30 news, which is probably going to be Cosmic Fury, if that name leak from a month ago proves to be correct. And I'm expecting probably some comic news of some kind. I don't know what to expect on that front, to be honest, but I just assume that there'll probably be something comic related. And then I'm definitely expecting Lightning Collection stuff. At the very least, the rest of Wave 12, hopefully Deluxe Wave 2, and potentially some other stuff. Maybe I've teased a couple things on my Twitter. It's possible. I'm not confirming that. I'm not denying that either. But for the most part, we'll just have to wait and see what actually happens during Power Week in 2.5 weeks from now, a little over 2 weeks. So I'm very excited for it, especially because it's the week of Power Morphicon, and I'm getting ready for that in the background here. So lots of stuff to do, but very excited for it to happen, and hopefully it will give us a lot of stuff to talk about. Next up for this week, we have the Tyrannosaurus Sentry yet again, and that is just to say, it's in stock. It's in stock on the Target website right now. We had kind of guessed that this was going to happen since it was listed for a July 31st release to ship out and everything like that, and that was kind of the placeholder date that we kept seeing, and so I had predicted that last Sunday it would go up in stock and the whole pre-order nonsense would finally be over. And that is essentially exactly what happened. I know some people's orders for some reason were still listed as back-ordered. I have no idea why. This one right here, actually, this one is one of the ones that I pre-ordered on April 9th, 2021 at this exact computer, at this exact spot, 15 months ago. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Not even this exact computer. That's a complete lie. Because I've had this computer since May 2021. So I ordered this on my old computer. But finally, it did arrive. Obviously, I've already done a review on this guy. And another one is actually sitting outside right now. Because I got 2 pre-ordered for Target. To have 3 total. But yeah, this is in stock right now on the Target website. So that will be a link for it in the description below if you'd like to pick them up. And hopefully if yours got back ordered for some whatever weird reason, hopefully either that actually starts moving or you can cancel it and order it. It's still 1 per order, but you can obviously get more than that. I just placed multiple orders for this, and since I have the Target Red Card and everything, I got free shipping. So you can also pick them up in stores too, because he has been found in stores constantly. And he has 8 to a case because he's an exclusive, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find it. But there's that. So the Tyrannosaurus Sentry is in stock on the Target website, and yeah, there you go. Switching gears over to Hasbro Pulse UK. So if you remember a couple weeks ago when the Metallic White Ranger was announced at San Diego Comic-Con, it went up for just in-stock order on Hasbro Pulse US, but Hasbro Pulse UK was for whatever reason listed as a September 1st pre-order. Well, it seems to no longer be the case. So those classic Hasbro Pulse UK, hey, we're shipping this item early emails got sent out this past week, and basically said that they're going to start charging your accounts and shipping them out within the next week. So they didn't give a specific date on that, but basically if you had pre-ordered it from Hasbro Pulse UK, you're probably going to have it within the next week or so, which is good. I always thought the September 1st release date for it, when we had it just available in stock, was very strange. Usually that kind of goes the other way around, but at least they're going to have it a couple weeks earlier than they said, and you can complete your Metallic team if you're trying to do that over there in the UK. Finally for this week, we have the Zord Ascension Project website. So very surprised that this actually went up already, to be honest with you, because basically, and I don't know if you will remember this at all, but back at the December 10th, 2021 Fan First Friday, it was mentioned by Jordan and the whole team that was showing off the Zord Ascension Project Megazord that they were going to be building this entire new website to really kind of enhance the experience of the Zord Ascension Project and, really give you in-depth looks at the Megazords and the Zords and everything. They wanted it to be a complementary piece with the actual product. And then they never mentioned it again. So it was like, 8 months afterward, we'd still not heard anything of it. The next sign that it was actually still going to be a thing in development, this special website, was when some international retailers posted some more pictures of the ZAP Megazord box, which showed a QR code on it. And when we had scanned it, it originally didn't take you anywhere. It just redirected you to the general Hasbro Power Ranger site. And we talked about this on Lightning Storm only a couple of weeks ago. Well, it was finally mentioned again this past Monday, and I did talk about that in the Lightning Storm episode. Basically, Jordan did mention that the website was going to be launching within the next couple of weeks. And that wasn't true. It ended up launching 24 hours later, 48 hours later, which was very surprising, to be honest. So basically, we have it up now, which I will be leaving a link to it in the description below. Or if you have the ZAP Megazord or ZAP Dragonzord, the QR code I believe is going to be the exact same on every ZAP release. You can scan it with your phone, and it will take you to this website. It's not perfect. It's certainly not perfect. Of course, it's a Hasbro website, so there are errors on it, because of course there will be. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. What honestly surprises me is just the fact that it actually does exist when they mentioned it. Now we can see what they were talking about, because I still didn't really know what to expect from this website. So I'm going to go ahead and take a minute here, and we're going to go and look at the ZAP Megazord website, or just the ZAP general website for the Zord Ascension Project. So here's the Zord Ascension Project website. So this is zords.hasbro.com. So basically here we can have a nice picture of, this is essentially the box artwork that we see on the Zord Ascension Project, a Megazord box. And of course we have the number 0101, which Hasbro said that basically every ZAP entry is going to be labeled under the first season number and episode number that it appeared in. So of course Mighty Morphin Season 1, Episode 1. Which is really cool down here as well, is that you just get like a lot of details about the Zords. So you get the name of it, you get the Megazord specs, which I'm not sure where these specs come from. I'm not sure if these are like pulled from Ranger or if they're pulled just from Ranger Wiki or what the deal is. But I do like that we have battle mode and tank mode, and the weight, speed as well. Apparently you can run that fast, which is kind of neat. Or well, it can drive that fast. Of course, we have the Zord Ascension Project logo, which is the Z from Ranger, but Hasbro's kind of taking it and making it their own thing for whatever reason. So as you can see here, this entire graphic is, you know, really wanting us to interact with it. So here is a nice 3D render of the ZAP Megazord. It's very crudely 3D animated in my opinion. Like, it's just obviously it's just a, you know, animation, you know, render whatever thing. They don't even have the legs painted right here, the little red parts. But you can, you know, pretty much look at everything around it. Anything that you would want to look at, you can probably get a good detail. You can see all that unnecessary detail that Hasbro molded into the Mastodon and everything. I mean, it's pretty indicative of what the actual Megazord ended up turning out to be like for Hasbro. So one other really cool thing here is it does actually show you some pictures of the little miniatures, the little 1/44 scaled Rangers that it comes with. So this is our best look at these we've gotten to see so far, actually. So we get to see the Red Ranger here, we get the Blue Ranger, we get the Pink Ranger, the Black Ranger, and of course the Yellow Ranger. So these are actually probably a lot bigger even on this screen than they are in actual real life, because they are very tiny. And one of my favorite things that this includes is a first episode appearance and last episode appearance like counter. I love this kind of stuff. So as you can see here, it says the first appearance was in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Day of the Dumpster, of course, and obviously its most recent appearance was in Beast Morphers' episode Greed Connection. So I think it's really cool that they actually paid attention, and it says that it appeared in 54 episodes total, which I'm sure is probably pretty accurate. I'm not 100% sure exactly where that number would be coming from, because like I'm not sure what episodes it didn't appear in for Mighty Morphin. And then down here, they have not fixed this yet. As you can see, the Triceratops Dinozord and the Pterodactyl Dinozord, their names are flipped around. But we actually got to see this from the box, that they label these as 01 or 0101.A, B, C, D, E, you know. So I'm assuming the Triceratops is actually supposed to be C in the Pterodactyl E, but I'm not 100% sure. And in these, when you click on them, they just show you the little Zord, the little Rangers in the cockpits, little design that they have going on there, and then you get little, like, you know, stats for them as well, which is really neat. I do like this whole interactive part of this, and I always thought this was a really neat feature, even though a lot of people have problems, and I think they are valid problems with the ZAP Megazord so far. I do think that some of the features like this are pretty neat. So and the whole presentation of this website, I think, is very nice. And then, you know, Triceratops, of course, or Pterodactyl, I guess. But that's essentially it. When you scroll a little bit more, it just says expand your collection, and when you click there, it just takes you to the general Hasbro, hey, here's all of our products you can buy page, that kind of thing. So, and of course, just, you know, legal gibberish. But you might have seen there was one other thing up here, and that is you can switch between Megazord 0101 and Megazord 0101.2. Yeah, it's the NFT one. So Megazord 0101.2 is the NFT one, which I gotta say, I am blown away that they remembered that they called it that, because they did actually mention the .2 during the December 10th Fan First Friday. I don't know. I don't give Hasbro too much credit, but the fact that they remembered what they said 8 months ago legitimately shocks me. So as you can see, this is just a palette swap, or it's just a different color. The only difference here is they've added the .2. They didn't change any stats. They didn't change any of this. Oh, no, they did. Never mind. I forgot that the NFT one is going to come with all gold versions, because why not? But I'm pretty sure the poses are the exact same, right? They definitely are. There's no way they wouldn't be. But yeah, so you have those again. And of course, they didn't even change this, even though this never appeared in the show, the black and gold one. Now, I did say that I swore off reporting on the NFT Megazord, and I still am swearing off on that, because I think this is still such a scummy thing that Hasbro did. But if you were one of the people who bought into this, it actually got delayed from an August release to a November release. So I didn't give it its own story in Lightning Storm, and you're only hearing about it if you're watching this far into the video, which if you are, thank you. But if you aren't, then yeah, I hate this entire thing. Even though I do really like how it looks, I just hate the whole thing about it. And here again, they show you, which I don't think we've even had pictures of this before. So this is, I mean, it's obviously just like a Photoshop of a different color, but it shows you the same functionality. It's just everything is all gold and black. And I mean, the color scheme looks very cool. I really do like that a lot, but you know, just the idea behind it. So as of right now, you can just switch between 0101 in 0101.2, you get this little shine on it there, which I'm assuming soon, I don't know exactly when, but they'll add Z0121, which is the number and designation for Dragon Zord, but they have not added that just yet. So that is the Zord Ascension Project website, and I do quite like it. I do like the presentation and the pictures that we get and everything, and just everything about it. So hopefully they do continue to update this thing, consistently. Like I said, I don't know when Dragon Zord will actually be added, but hopefully soon. And if you want to explore this for yourself and any future updates, I will be leaving a link to it in the description below, or you can scan the box on the Zord Ascension Project Megazord. And with that, that's everything we have for this week. So of course, until next time, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about everything we talked about down in the comments below. And of course, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. And I'll see you all in Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice.